I'm going to show you in this video how to download older versions of apps. So the latest version of Spotify is 4.6.0, but we're going to download a much older version than that. And we're going to use Charles Proxy to do just that. And you can find this over at charlesproxy.com. Just download the app. Once you download it, save it to your desktop, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to quit out of Google Chrome there. Just going to double click on the Charles Proxy DMG file, just drag it over to applications, and it will go ahead and copy that over to the applications folder. And once that's copied over, you can just open up Launchpad and then launch Charles Proxy once it appears there. So there we go. So you want to get this message, just click open, and you're going to also see this. It's going to delay for a few seconds because this is a 30-day free trial. So just to let you know, you gotta wait a little bit. Alright, and then you want to click where it says grant privileges. Alright, and then put in your administrator password. And just FYI, all this, you're doing it at your own risk, blah, blah, blah. Just want to put that in there. So only do this if you feel comfortable doing so. Alright, so here's Charles Proxy. What we're going to do first of all is we are going to download Spotify or any app that you want to downgrade. I'm just using Spotify as an example. And once you click the download button, you're going to see a lot of activity here. You're going to see the server for the buy.itunes.apple.com. So you want to select that, right click on it and select enable SSL proxying. And once you do that, I'm going to go back to iTunes and we want to just stop this download from happening because we don't need to download the full thing. So just click on the little download button, highlight the download, tap your delete key on your keyboard a few times to get rid of that. Alright, so that download has stopped. And then you can just refresh the iTunes page by searching for your app again. I'm in this case searching for Spotify, and click on the detail page there. Then you can see where it has download, meaning that we deleted the in progress download. So that's a good thing. Now you want to click download again because after we enable the SSL proxying, now you're going to see this on the next time the server appears in this list. So that's a good thing. We can again cancel out the download. So just delete it. Now you can click the disclosure triangle by web objects. You're going to see a folder or two there. And then you want to highlight the buy product. And then once you do that, you want to click response. So this is basically just an XML file. You want to right click on buy product and you want to select export. And then you want to point to your desktop and then export it as an XML file. Right? And once you do that, you want to just right click and open with and then use a text editor. I'm using brackets, but you can use any text editor you like. And then you just want to scroll down in this list here. This is basically details about Spotify. And this right here shows all the different versions of Spotify from the oldest to the latest version. So this is the latest version and this right here is the oldest version. So that's actually what I'm going to downgrade to. So I'm just going to select that text here. And then I'm going to copy it using Command C and then close out of the text editor. So now it's actually time to edit some values. So I'm going to right click where it says buy product here and select edit. Alright, so now we're going to click where it says text. And then you should see the app ext version ID. So you just want to highlight what's in there and then paste in the value we copied from the XML file. And that's pretty much it. So now what we want to do is click where it says execute. And once you click execute, you want to scroll down under the response tab and you should see the version, the bundle short version string, and you can see it's an old version, 0.3.19. That goes way back. And if you look on iTunes, you're going to see that version is actually 4.6.0. So this goes way back. Of course, you can do this over and over until you find the exact version you want. So just keep that in mind. Now you want to right click on the buy product again, the last one in the list, and then click where it says breakpoints. And I'm just going to right click, make sure breakpoints is indeed checked. It is. So now what we want to do is go back and we're going to refresh the iTunes page. Just search for Spotify again. And then click the details page. And then we're just going to initiate the download again. So click download. And since we put those breakpoints in, it's actually going to stop. And it's going to allow us to edit the request. So you're going to see this pop up here. You can just wait until that disappears. Now click edit requests. And then click where it says XML text. And then at the top, you're going to see the version ID again. You just want to paste that version ID that we copied earlier and then click execute. And then you're going to see another breakpoint and then just click execute again. All right, so you're going to see the download commencing here, and it again is downloading that old version. So you can go in and find a specific version. If there's one version in particular of an app that you're looking for, you can kind of guess and check until you get the version you want. But for this particular example, I just wanted to download the oldest one I could, and I'm going to show you how that looks. It actually looks really terrible because it's super outdated. It wasn't even designed with the larger iPhone screen in mind. So you can see the download is still going. It's a very small file, as you can see there, only 1.8 megabytes. So this is a 2 megabyte. Spotify at one time was less than 2 megabytes. It's crazy. All right, so click My Apps, right click, select Get Info. All right, and there is that older version, 0.3.19. So now all we need to do is connect our iPhone, and then we'll be able to just drag this downloaded app onto our iPhone and install it. All right, so just grab and drag and release on your iPhone. And now you can see it syncing. And there you go. So there is the older version of Spotify, ladies and gentlemen.